Hello and welcome back, everyone. We were assigned on our cash secured put from Marvell, so we need to go ahead and track that and then start looking for some new options to trade. So let's get right to it. So here we are in the Ameritrade paper trading account, and we're looking at the account statement, and you can see the ongoing cash and swap statements here, day to day. So back here on, I guess, February 6th, you can see that the put was sold and we collected $165. And if you were interested in the commissions and the fees that were assessed on that, then you could see that right here. Since this is a demo account, we're obviously not tracking that currently, but this is where you can see it. And right here on February 11th, which was yesterday, you can see that we were assigned the put at Marvell. So let's see here. So we were assigned 100 shares, and it was at 46.50 a share. So anyway, we were assigned those shares, so we now own those stocks. So let's go to the web application and track those. Okay, here we are at the cost basis page. I've already filtered it down by the positions. Marvell is the only one that we have. So the put was assigned, so we need to set the result to assigned, and the assignment type was stock. We did 100 shares because we only did one contract. The assignment price is $46.50. So go ahead and click submit, and then it will move up into the stocks group. You'll see the 0 change to a 1 as soon as I click this. So I click submit. It generates the position, and now you can see that up here. And now this put is gone because it's expired because we got assigned, so we can go ahead and remove that. We do need to go ahead and save this transaction into the transaction history. Just clicking submit in a role like that, or an assignment, sorry, like that, doesn't generate the record that we need automatically. So if we click save again, or not again, but basically click and save on the stock row, the stock record, it will generate basically the statement that we need, or the record that we need. And here I've also added a place where you can actually enter commissions and fees here, and it'll automatically calculate into whatever the credit is and put that number down here. This is useful, especially if you know the default commission, default fees per contract. You can actually come over to preferences now and set that to where it'll automatically populate a default value in here for you. You can still change it, of course, with the number picker here. You can always come back in here and change it if you need to. And this does by dollar amounts, and this does by pennies. Probably changes to do by pennies too, because I know not all brokerages go by a dollar amount. I'm using Tastyworks for this right now, and it does it dollar commission. So, all right, we're not dealing with any of the commissions and fees because this is the demo account. So let's go and move this transaction down. We bought some stock, $4,650. It's a stock, that's why this toggle is on. So we click save, and now that transaction is recorded. And if we come up here and look at our summary, we now own 100 shares of Marvell, and the value of the stock was $44.55 the last time. So right now we have a unrealized loss of $195. You can see overall we've collected $809 in premium so far on this stock. So we're doing pretty good here. Right here you can see the cost basis is $46.50, and that's the cost basis without including any premium. And if you throw the premium into the mix, our cost basis is actually setting down at $38.41. So that's a real nice progress being made on that cost basis there. All right, so now we need to go over to Ameritrade and start looking for a covered call to sell against these 100 shares. And also, following the continuous wheel strategy, we need to start looking for a at-the-money cash secured put as well to play both sides, because again, playing both sides like this, only one of them is going to execute. Either if the stock price continues to go down, the covered call that we write will expire worthless, and we'll just collect that premium, and we'll have to buy the cash secured put. But by doing that, you are lowering this cost basis by dollar cost averaging. So you're going to be continually pulling this cost basis down, which will basically allow us to continue selling covered calls against all of our shares. So that's why I call it the continuous wheel strategy. We're continually putting cash secured puts and covered calls once we're in a position to bring that stock price down, and to continue selling covered calls and cash secured puts at the same time. All right, so our cost basis is $46.50. We are looking for a covered call at $46.50. So let's go over to Ameritrade right now. All right, now we're setting over in Ameritrade. We want to go to, not the charts, Analyze tab. We want to look at Marvell. I have Marvell down here, so I can just click this and it'll go in there for us, so that'll be good. Nice and easy and faster. Okay, the next expiration coming up is February 17th. That's 5 days from now, indicated by the 5 in parentheses here. And what did I say we were looking for? 4650. We were looking for 4650. All right, so 4650 covered call. So yeah, man, it's still collecting quite a decent premium on this one, so that's pretty cool. All right, so we want to sell that, and I have now changed the default to where it's doing one at a time, so we don't have to change that from -10 to -1. All right, the mark, the midpoint, so 63, the spread is 63 to 68, so that's 5 cents. So the midpoint is 2.5 cents, meaning we can only go up to 2 cents, so that should, so put this up 2 cents to 65. We can right click, confirm and send this. So we will be getting a credit of 64.35, 65 minus the 65 cents credit. And as you'll make note of when I showed you earlier, there's actually some regulatory fees that it charges as well. So this is not 100% accurate. It'll actually be a few pennies less than this. So just keep that in mind when you're doing these transactions. All right, so we're going to send that. All right, so our covered call has been written, indicated by this sell indicator and a sell right here. But we also want to sell the at the money cash secured put because we like playing both sides. So an at the money cash secured put would be right here at $1.31, or the 44.50 strike rather. So we go ahead and click sell on that, or just left click on this, and then that'll put it down here. The spread here is 131 to 135, that's 4 cents. So again, we can go up 2 pennies on this to 133. And again, it's one position, one contract. We can right click, confirm and send. And again, so it'd be 132.35. And again, so this is pretty cool. So we're collecting $65 on the call side as a covered call, and we're collecting $133-ish on the put side. So between now and the expiration, now and 5 days from now, the stock can only go one direction. It can either go up or it can go down. If it goes down, this might execute if it expires below 44.50. Oh, and also, other than up and down, it can actually just trade sideways. It could stay in between these two. And then we collect on both of them, and they both expire worthless, and we do it again the next week. If it goes down below 44.50, we will have to buy this, of course. And doing so will average out 44.50 plus to 46.50, and it'll actually pull our dollar cost average down to whatever. I mean, actually, once I put the put in the system, the web application will actually tell you what that value will be. All right, so let's go ahead and click send here. And so now both of those orders are placed. Let's go ahead and go over to the monitor tab so we can see those. All right, so here's the order history. This first one is the one from the cash secured put last week that we put in. And also something interesting to note is this is just the order history in this tab right here. And down here is your trade history. So this one we put in at 120. It executed at 165, as you notice. So again, we have a 133 cash secured put here. So when it executes tomorrow morning, we'll see it show up here. And it may not execute. Maybe the price starts going back up, so we can't get $1.33 for this cash secured put. So we might have to come in here and edit it. So you can actually right-click and say cancel replace order, change the number, and then resubmit it if necessary. Same for the covered call that we're writing. We're locked into this 46.50 strike price, but you know, if it starts tanking, if the price starts going down even further, we may not be able to get to 65 for this, so we might have to lower it. So anyway, so we will just wait and follow up on the positions tomorrow morning after they've executed, and create the follow-up video tomorrow to show you how those transactions went and record those tomorrow. I want to thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you don't have your free account, go out there today, myatmm.com, and get it today. Thanks, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.